Let's go ahead and take a look today at Prosper, Texas. Now, Prosper, Texas is a city that's capturing hearts and attention amidst the 200 plus cities here in the DFW Metroplex. DFW is on track to become the third largest metro area in the United States by 2030, and Prosper, I'm telling you guys, is a big reason why. Now, in the midst of all of this incredible growth here, Prosper has emerged from the shadows as a highly desirable place to call home. If you've thought about making a move here, this video is going to be great for you. What's up, guys? My name is KMAC, and I'm your local trusted real estate agent and investor in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. And if you're finding this channel content on all things Dallas-Fort Worth valuable, hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe. It truly helps out the channel. Now, Prosper's story actually begins in 1914 when it officially became incorporated. Back when it was first established, it was a tiny community of about 500 people. Now, if you fast forward to recent years, and more specifically post-pandemic, Prosper is booming with a population that has blossomed to over 40,000 people. And according to niche.com, Prosper not only shines as a fantastic place to raise a family in the DFW area, but also stands out for quality education across the state of Texas. Nestled comfortably between Collin and Denton counties, Prosper sits about 35 miles north of downtown Dallas. This location is perfect for commuters with the Dallas-Fort Worth Airport roughly about 40 miles away and other major spots within an easy drive. And of course, right next door is the infamous city of Frisco, which is another suburb that people can't stop talking about. Now, turning our gaze to Prosper's economy, we find giants like Bank of America calling it home, alongside significant contributions from the city itself and Texas Health Prosper Hospital. Also, the unemployment rate here is impressively low, and the median household income and home values are a testament to the area's prosperity. The schools now in Prosper are a huge draw as well, boasting high ratings that make the city a magnet for families looking for quality education. Now, moving over to safety. Safety is a priority, I'm sure, for any family, and Prosper holds its own with its crime rate that balances with cities of similar sizes. While it's always wise to stay cautious, living in Prosper means you're in a community that's safer than many other places across the country. Now let's talk about fun and leisure, and Prosper, I'm telling you guys, does not disappoint. Now, specifically when we're talking about communities, the Crystal Lagoon in Windsong Ranch offers a splash of Caribbean vibes, although it's a treat reserved specifically for its residents. Now, the PGA headquarters brings the world of golf right to your doorstep, along with shopping, dining, and even the Omni Hotel on site. Frontier Park as well adds the allure with its vast open spaces and amenities for all ages. Now, when it comes to housing though, Prosper's real estate landscape is dotted with new construction, reflecting the city's recent growth spurt. Now, I already mentioned it before, but Windsong Ranch is particularly noteworthy with its extensive amenities and range of homes. Other neighborhoods like Star Trail and Frontier Estates offer luxury living and community perks, catering to a variety of tastes and budgets. Light Farms as well, while under the Prosper ISD umbrella, offers a strong sense of community and a host of recreational options. Now, Prosper, Texas is a story of growth, community, and opportunity. Whether you're drawn by the economy, schools, safety, or simply by the charm of its neighborhoods, Prosper beacons with open arms. Now, one thing I'm going to tell you guys personally, being a licensed real estate agent since 2017, I never even went to the city of Prosper leading up to kind of the pandemic in 2020. Now, moving forward into 2020, Prosper was a highly coveted area for a ton of people that were working remotely now to move to the North Dallas area. Now, one of the main reasons why this was the case was all the folks that were really moving from New York, Washington, Oregon, California, and from these other states that now had the flexibility to work remotely, they loved the opportunity to be able to sell their house for a massive profit and be able to buy a brand new home on not a tiny little plot of land, but a pretty decent sized lot, and as I mentioned, a brand new home, maybe 3,000, 4,000, or 5,000 square feet. Now, another thing that is really true about the city of Prosper is there wasn't a ton of development there as money and corporations started to move to the North Texas region. Now, because there wasn't a ton of development there, builders and developers had an opportunity to kind of start developing, and by doing this, because they had ample space and ample amounts of acreage, they built larger lots. And obviously, larger lots are convenient, especially for folks that have the money, aka people relocating from more expensive states. So by moving to Prosper, they didn't get the older home that they may get in Plano that was built out really more in the 80s, 90s, or early 2000s, or they didn't get the smaller lots and maybe newer home that Frisco offers. Instead, Instead, they got half an acre, maybe a third of an acre, upwards of a full acre in Prosper for a relatively what is affordable price. Now, also let's talk about traffic specifically up in Prosper. Now, if you're looking at the DFW Metroplex, it kind of is dead center, straight north of downtown Dallas. Now, you're going to be driving more than likely all the way up Dallas North Tollway, which now actually expands north of the 380 corridor into Prosper, which is going to be even more convenient for individuals that have to commute back and forth from Prosper. But also on convenience, specifically talking about Dallas North Tollway, you also have the convenience, or maybe lack thereof, with the 380 corridor. Now, the Dallas North Tollway runs north and south, and as I just said, is specifically a tollway. So you can choose to take it or choose not to take it. The bad news is in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, you essentially have to take tollways. But the 380 corridor runs west and east, which is not a tollway and is currently and will likely be under construction for quite some time. So depending on where you actually wind up renting an apartment or a house, or even potentially purchasing a house in Prosper, make sure you do your due diligence, because I'm telling you guys, there can be a substantial increase in time for your commute to and from work if you're on the far west side or the far east side and having to commute through town, as well as being stuck on that 380 highway before you jump on the Dallas North Tollway. Now, I know I've already mentioned the school district specifically. That would be a high priority when it comes to me looking for a place to live, but I also love that the city of Prosper is not all in the thick of things, I guess you could say. It's far enough out to where if you wanted to find something rural, or you wanted to be just kind of away from the busy city life, Prosper is a great option. But Prosper is also commercially developed enough now to where you're not having to drive 30 to 45 minutes to a grocery store or to a gas station. You're still technically in a city that's got some development room to grow, unlike, let's say, Plano, for example, which is in the dead center of the North Metroplex and has been built out for a majority of the last couple decades. Prosper still has plenty of room to grow, but you're still also away from all the craziness. Now, if you've come across this video and you are curious about the city of Prosper, maybe you live outside of the state of Texas, or maybe you live specifically in the state of Texas but are looking to relocate to the beautiful city of Prosper, make sure to reach out to me directly. All of my stuff is going to be in the description below, or make sure to leave a comment. I get back to every single comment on this YouTube page. Thanks again for watching, guys. Make sure to like and subscribe. It really does help, and stay tuned for the next video.